I got a third of a word there. Give me a little more mic time there. Go ahead. I heard you cree up the mic, but nothing came through. K6MYC, Bozo Net.
KJ6TYO1009.
Oh, hi, Ron.
Hey, good warm evening, Mike.
Well, you're right about that. I could argue with you about a lot of things. How many men should play on the women's basketball team and all that sort of stuff, but I won't argue about warm evening. Over.
That's good. I did watch some women's basketball the other day. It was quite entertaining, but yeah, the rest of that is just a bunch of crap. But anyway, they got that crap going on everywhere. Even at Clovis, the track and field that has some guy running against the girls. Anyway, I'm so tired of that junk. But yeah, I think we got like 103 out here right now.
Oh, just down to that. I don't know what it is here. I can't see the meter. I can tell sometimes if it's over 100, but I can't tell how much. I don't even look at it. I can't do anything about it except go back in the house. I keep the house around 78 to 80, so I don't keep it real cold. So it's not too much of a shock when I go out and walk around at 105. Over.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf 971.
A whole bunch of the guys trying to get in there. They're calling me.
I hear you, Dave.
I don't know. That doesn't work too good, but anyway, I'll let you get to it. And good talking to you. KJ6TYO1009.
Okay. Very good, Ron. Good to hear you. Nice signal this evening. Not bodacious, but I'm pointed down toward L.A. I'm hearing a little bit of chatter from down that way. And I got a kitty underneath my legs here. This is the stray kitty. This is Abby. But he just come to see me. You did get some food, didn't you, Abby? You just want some loving. That's what you want. He's a lonesome kitty, but he doesn't know how to get along with the other cats. He's got a personality problem, or my other cats do, one or the other. Anyway, he's in love with my legs, and he's rubbing his head against my legs, and he wants to have his head rubbed. He's got real coarse fur on his head, and he's always wanting that head scratched. He likes to bash his head into things. He's got a hard head, I'll tell you. He goes smashing into the chair legs and everything else, and I go bonk. He doesn't even twitch an eyeball. He does it just because it feels good. Anyway, good evening to you, Ron. And we got another Coarse Gold person in here. You're not in Coarse Gold, but you're close. Good evening, Dave, and K6 vodka, bourbon, and gin, which might be a good idea. I've had a lot of ice in it today. K6MYC.
226.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, good evening, Ron. Good evening, Mike. It sure was hot today, about 107.
107 up there, yeah. Well, it could have been that here, too. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what Ken's thermometer says. WA6OIB, what a surprise on a Sunday evening. K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC and the gang, WA6OIB. Yeah, I just finished the net on the club repeater, so I thought I'd switch over here and see if you were here early so I could check in. It got to 108 out here today, and very, very hot. And, of course, the ham shack's pretty warm, too. It got to like 95 in here, so I got the air conditioning on about 10 minutes ago, so it's cooling down a little bit. But anyway, I just got the dinner call, so I just wanted to check in and say hi. And what else did I have? Oh, rats. I had something else on my mind, but I forgot what it was. But anyway, you guys all have fun. WA6OIB, Northern Clovis.
All right. Very good, Ken. Good to hear you. And thanks for the early check-in. I'm not normally out here this early. I came out early so I could pair up my hearing aids. These are the old battery-operated hearing aids, and I paired them up with the inside Bluetooth, but I had never bothered to take the time to do it out here. And since I've got to live with these things for about another week, I thought I might as well do it. In this shack, I have more trouble copying people out of the speaker than in the house. So I think I can keep these hearing aids paired up to both Bluetooth, but I'm not sure. They're old and they may only have one capability for one Bluetooth channel. I just don't know. Anyway, good evening. Say hi to Gwen and whoever else you have there for dinner. And we'll see you tomorrow night on 222, I hope, Ken. WA60IB Clovis, K6MYC Bozo Net, taking early check-ins.
KK6ZKE 704.
W60WL.
Okay. 719, we hear you. And we hear 704, we hear you, Terry. Over to you, Larry, for a moment. Hopefully you're in a place where you're not sitting in 107-degree heat. I am, but I've got a little cooling thing on here. What do they call them? It's not an evaporative cooler. This is a real one, and I've got it blowing on me and the amplifier and the radios here. So anyway, and I got a kitty down here at my ankles, just pushing and shoving on my legs. He's just so lonesome. Anyway, good to hear you, Larry. What's new with you? Anything? W60WL, and then over to Terry, KK6ZKE, K6MYC.
No, Mike, just been going back and forth to the plant and watching the grapes come in and do some paperwork, and that's about it. Other than
AJ6PD 1237.
Okay, very good. Good evening, Tony. I have 1237 in here. Hang on a second. What do you say you were doing at the plant? I missed that. Larry, over.
I walk around, look at equipment, see what needs maintenance on it, and look at the orders and look at what we're selling, and that's about it. Just I don't do a lot of physical labor like I used to. I do more paperwork and observing and seeing what's going on. That's about it. W60WL.
Yeah, well, you're not running anything at the auto repair place, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I'll go there a couple hours, maybe in the afternoon, and clean up and fix a few things. But I'm not fixing cars anymore. No, I'm not. Just going to the plant and spending time out at the plant. Look over.
Oh, you're talking about the Lion Raisin plant.
That's right, Lion Raisin plant, right.
Oh, I didn't know you were working out there anymore. Very good. All right, well, have fun. Try to stay cool. I guess if you're in the auto shop or if you're out at the plant, you're probably inside the corporate offices there somewhere, so you're not getting too hot. Hi. What's the raisin season look like, Larry? I hear a lot of other crop growers complaining that the season's either real late or real early, but the fruit is really sweet. Over.
Yeah, we're bringing in a lot of truckloads of grapes. So we started running the dehydrator, and we're making the golden bleach raisins. So their grapes are coming in by the truckload, and we're running them several loads a day, and that's a big operation because we have 36 tunnels. So we're just trying to keep.
Roger. I hear you, Richard. Roger. Richard 249. Roger. Okay, very good. Underneath you, we had KD6PQ in Wausau Valley, Nevada, checking in off the back of the antenna. And I just was acknowledging him that he's checked in 249. Very good. And with that, we'll let you go. And I'll get it over to Terry and see what he's doing. And then we've got Tony up in Clear Lake, also in here. KK6ZKE with W60WL on the side in the group, K6MYC Bozo Net.
6 Pop Echo 620.
620 or 627?
620.
I got you, Mike. Thank you. Go ahead, Terry.
Hello, Mike and the net. Just still trying to get my oscillator to oscillate.
Well, that's kind of an important feature of one of those things called oscillators.
Yeah, this one here takes 19 kilohertz and bumps it up to 38. When it gets to 38 side of that coil, it just, I can't figure out why it scrambles.
Okay. Doesn't want to oscillate at 19 kilohertz, so that's odd. That's a pretty easy frequency for crystals to work at usually. Anyway, good luck with that, huh? I can't help you on that one.
Going through these coils, I guess that they're looking for a harmonic, and I haven't figured it out.
I got you. Okay. Well, those harmonics sometimes are hard to find. They run around and they crawl underneath couches and stuff, over.
Boy, ain't that the truth. I think the capacitor ate one.
Capacitors have a big appetite. They had a lot of capacity. Okay, good enough. Thanks for the update on that. Good luck. Maybe by next week you'll find that oscillation wandering around somewhere in the back closet there. Let's see, over to you, Tony, and then we'll get it up to Mike, and we've got one or two others in here, I think, as well. I may be missing somebody. But let's see how you're doing, Tony. KJ6 PD, Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta, I should say, K6 MYC. Well, he's in and out, so why don't you pick it up, Mike, if you can copy me off the back. W6 Papa Echo and Oakhurst, K6 MYC, Bozo Net. Mike, W6PE, are you still there?
Yep, this W6PE. Yeah, I got an Aries net that starts at 7:30, so they just called me for a check-in. All done with that. But yep, got a good copy on you. Everything's sounding good here.
Okay, very good. Somebody came in and doubled with you at that whole transmission, but I copied you 100%. So let me see who it was that was talking underneath. It might have been Tony. Just getting back to the mic there. Was that you, Tony? Over. Okay, you're very light. I heard your call sign, but you're going to have to speak up a little bit and give your call sign with your Bozo number 2 or 3 times there. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, beaming south toward LA, but listening everywhere. Over.
KG6 USS, Bozo 31, High Desert, looking out for the Central Valley. Anybody copy? Hello. 107, Mike.
Okay, I hear you, John, KJ6 USS, K6 MYC, Bozo 47. Stand by just a second. I think we had 107 from a very weak signal from Shaver Lake here. He's on the back side of me here. Was that you, Dane? I think I heard 107 right at the end there. Go ahead, Dane.
USO 107.
Okay, we got you. We are checked in, and maybe I'll hear you better if you're still around when I get around in your direction. That should be a lot better. But you're Q4, but right on the noise floor. Thank you for checking in from Shaver. Hopefully you're having a good time up there. Okay, WB6JNP, K6MYC, and back to you, John. Not sure who else we have in here. Ken was in here earlier, WA6OIB, but went in, he got the dinner call, so he left. And I haven't heard others. I haven't heard WA6AAJ. I have not heard KM6SRR yet. Rob, are you here?
Yep, just turning down that way. KM6SR, number 432.
Okay, well, say hello to John. He's standing by for you. USS, over.
How you doing, John? KG6 USS, KM6SR, 432, over.
Yeah, KM6SR, KG6 USS, High Desert. Yeah, I got both you and Mike pretty good there tonight. Hopefully you're staying nice and warm.
Oh, yeah, nice and warm. Your signal's really down tonight.
I don't know why your signal was really up.
Well, you came up that time. I don't know what it was. Anyway, good to hear you there. I don't know if we got anybody else on. Anybody else for John? Go ahead.
I hear 1211 in there.
And I heard Ben there, N6SWR 247 also. How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing great today, even though it's 108 here in Bakersfield.
High 106 up here. I think Mike might have been a little hotter. Right now it's right at 100 even. Anyway, good to hear you there. Thanks for checking in.
Roger, talk to you tomorrow night. N6SWR.
Yeah, very good. Good evening, Ben. N6SWR, K6MYC. And, John, that's about it for the moment. I don't hear anybody else up here. We got a lot of local check-ins. You might listen for N6SWR in Bakersfield. Ben, you might, if you can turn toward KG6USS, he'll probably take you as a check-in there in the high desert, over.
What is heading from Bakersfield? Do you have any idea?
Well, he's east of you. He's by Phelan area.
Is he in the Lancaster area or Isabella area?
Yeah, Lancaster is close enough for your antenna, over.
KG6USS, Bozo 831 up here in the high desert. There's two of us up here. Myself, KG6USS, and KO6JJ.
I'm sure he's close enough if I pointed the right direction.
Well, he was talking when you came on, so you must not be hearing him. I would just point east. You can't miss him. He's huge.
Mike, my antenna is pointed north.
I know, but you got to point east to hear him. He's in the high desert east of you.
Yeah, Roger, and I was just asking the general heading. I got no idea where he's at, if he's in Ridgecrest or Lancaster. That's 030 or...
I don't think so. I would point due east. I think Lancaster and all that stuff is just over the pass going east from you. I would point east, a little bit north of east maybe, but not much, over.
Try it again, Bob.
Okay.
Yeah, KO6JJO, I got a copy on you. Go ahead.
JJO, I need your Bozo number. This is 47, K6MYC.
Roger that, K6MYC. Bozo number here is 1211.
Oh, I heard you earlier. I've got you checked in there, 1211. Thank you. I think it's Robert.
USL.
Okay, Robert, we got you. And, of course, John is on here, KG6USS. Why don't you guys point toward Bakersfield? You've got a station in Bakersfield, number 247, that would like to check in, over.
Roger that. I'll turn that way.
Okay, they're turning toward you, N6SWR. They're going to, two stations going to be listening for you there. KJ6JJO, KO6JJO, I should say, and KG6USS, both looking for you, Ben, over. Just call N6 Sugar Whiskey Radio. Give them a call. Please call N6SWR and DMO5 Bakersfield.
How about the N6SWR? N6SWR. This is Kilo Golf 6 Uniform Sierra Sierra KG6USS. Bozo 831 up here in the high desert. Let's go.
Gee, that's the clearest I've ever heard you, John. You should point this direction all the time.
I've got like 5 different points that I look at you guys at, and I hear you on all of them. Sometimes some good, sometimes not so good. Do you copy?
Yeah, well, this is the best one because you don't have any multi-pack or echo on you. Always have a little trouble copying you because you sound like you're in a hard room, but now you're clear as a bell and no echo. So it must be just a local hillside condition for you there. Anyway, give N6SWR one more call. If you don't hear him, he means he can't find you, over.
All right, we'll try it one more time. N6SWR. N6SWR. KG6USS. Kilo Golf 6 Uniform Sierra Sierra. High desert. Let's go.
I'll give it a shot, John. N6SWR. KO6JDO.
for some reason he thinks you guys are north of him. I think you're about due east, aren't you? There in Vandenberg and Lancaster area from Bakersfield. Aren't you about due east to Bakersfield? Well, maybe he's stronger than I am down there. I'm just being quiet for a second. I don't want to disturb them if they're QSOing SWR. I don't think they've heard him because that usually takes it would be normally a rapid turnover and they're not coming back. So anyway, is there anybody else that's copying me that would like to check into the Northern California Bozo Net? Over.
982. 1284, Darren and Clovis, K6OSX.
Okay, is it K6OSX? Give me the number again, 1284.
Roger, 1284, K6OSX, Darren and Clovis. Over.
Is it Darren?
Yes, Darren.
I'll get it in a few more days, Darren. It just takes me a while to remember everybody. I've got about 400 names and call signs and bozo numbers in my head here. And sometimes I mix them up a little bit. Very good. Good to hear you. Nice strong signal tonight. Did you make a change?
On the vertical, this is
yeah, I got my 2-meter loop up today,
in Southern
about
California.
30 minutes ago, so it's fresh. Up in the air. First maiden voyage.
Okay, hang on just a second.
7 and 432, we're clear of the frequency.
Who's 432? Who's calling for 432? Go ahead.
KG6 USS up here in the high desert, we're going to clear the frequency and get back to net control on the vertical here.
On the vertical, my goodness, you're strong tonight on the vertical. I'm horizontal, but I'm still pointed your way for another couple of minutes here. Just finishing up with a few more check-ins from down that way. So we'll be done in a couple of minutes here, John. KG6 USS, KO6JJO, and the group K6MYC over to
Charlie Echo Fox,
982.
982.
Okay, I got you, Daryl. And I was going back to Darren, K6OSX. Give me what's the antenna now that you just got up on maiden voyage, Darren?
It's M2 2-meter loop.
Oh, a little whole loop. Okay. How high do you have it?
It's up about 27 feet. So I could probably go up a little more, but that's all I have right now available in my backyard.
Okay, well, good. It's horizontal, and you're certainly louder for me here. So going from horizontal to vertical helped a lot. That's good. Rob, are you copying Darren there?
Oh, yeah, I got a good copy. How you doing, Darren? K6OSX, KM6SRR.
I'm doing good. You know, Rob, you really come in strong. I hear you almost all the time, regardless of where you're pointing in my location. So, nope, I'm pretty happy with the loop so far. So, I'll pull back so you guys can get on with the net, and I'll be monitoring K6OSX.
You might write down the call signs you hear, and if you want to find out where they are later, if you can't find it or you don't hear it and where they're located, let me know, and I can tell you where each one of them is and about how far away you're hearing. So if you write down call signs or bozo numbers, I know everybody, and I can tell you where they are. Kevin, over. Darren.
Oh, will do. That's a good tip. I will do that. I'll start writing them down because I did mark down like where I got down to Visalia with my 70 centimeters. So I'll start writing down some of the southern ones since that's pretty much where most of my propagation goes. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it'll be interesting to see if you can hear any of the course gold guys here. We got 4 or 5 on in course gold right now. One in Oakhurst, W6 Papa Echo. And then we've got Daryl. Daryl, Daryl. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox in course gold. We got Dave, K6 VBG in course gold. We got Rob, of course, KM6SRR, and his wife Brittany, KN6UKN. And we had Tony in here, AJ6 Papa Delta, also in Course Gold. So that's most of them. The other Course Gold station is not in Course Gold. He checked in from Shaver Lake. So there's at least 5 or 6 that can check in, and you should hear the bulk of those guys. Darren, over.
Darren sounds real good in Course Gold.
There you go. Here's your signal. His call, by the way, whoever that was, I think that was you, Daryl. His call is K6 Ocean Sugar X-Ray, K6 OSX, and he's in Clovis.
Okay, yeah, I'll remember that. Yeah, I got a real nice, crisp, clean copy on him, so it's doing a good job.
Give him a call and give him your call, and then let you make a QSO with him. Go ahead.
KJ6, I think it was OJX. I may not have that right. But anyway, KG6CEF, over.
Right. Kilo 6 Oscar Sierra X-Ray, and I got KJ. I didn't get your full call sign. This is Kilo 6 Oscar Sierra X-Ray.
Kilo 6 Oscar Sierra X-Ray. Kilo 6 Charlie Echo Fox.
All right, so I got Kilo 6 Charlie Echo Fox in Course Gold. Is that correct?
That is correct.
No, it's not. I think you're going to letter after the K, don't you? You sort of slurred your second letter, Daryl. Give it to him slowly again, phonetically. Your call, Daryl.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I did that. Kilo Golf 6 Charlie Echo Fox.
Okay, got it. Kilo Golf 6 Charlie Echo Fox in Course Gold, and I'm Kilo 6 Oscar Sierra X-Ray, Darren in Clovis.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, your new antenna's doing a real nice job there.
It's a holo at 25 or 30 feet, so he's doing very well with an omnidirectional antenna. And what about 100 watts, Darren?
Yeah, I've got it. My radio, I got an IC7100. It's rated for 100. I'm running it at 95.
Oh, okay, well, it won't make any difference, 100 or 95. It won't make any difference, and it won't saturate, and it won't blow up. Okay, there you go. Good contact. The only thing you could do on an official contact later at some other time during contests and stuff is give out your grid square. And you guys are in 2 different grid squares. So you want to try it one more time, Daryl, with your grid square, and you can repeat yours back to him. And that's an official contact with grid squares, Darren. I got, sorry, I'm struggling with the names here. Daryl and Darren are so close together, I'm having to think hard to separate them. Daryl, go ahead. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox, Delta Mike, whatever. Go ahead.
Well, it's KG6CEF and Delta Mike 7.
And might follow that with an over so he knows you're done. Delta Mike 07.
This is K6 OSX DMO6.
Okay, so you're in DMO6. Gotcha. Over.
Okay.
And you're in DMO7. Over.
Roger.
All right, I got it. Kilo 6 or Kilo Golf 6 Charlie Echo Foxtrot DMO7 Course Gold Handle Daryl.
That's it. You got it. Yep. And you are KG6OXS in Visalia, and your handle's done.
No, he's in Clovis, and he's got no letter after the K.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get it right sooner or later, Mike.
Give him the call one more time. This is a practice session here, so let's get it right. Give him your call again, Darren.
Will do. Actually, it is good practice because I always get nervous when I have to do this. This is Kilo 6 Oscar Sierra X-Ray, DMO 6, Darren in Clovis.
Okay, this is Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, course code DMO 7. Over.
Copy, Roger, and over.
Wonderful. There you got it. You're getting the hang of it. Don't worry about it. Don't get nervous. It's nothing to be nervous about. That's just the way we have to make contacts in contests. And the quicker you do that, the more contacts you can squeeze into a contest session. Or any time for that matter. There's many times when you want to give your grid square because you depending on where a guy is, he may have to point anywhere in a 360-degree radius if he doesn't know what grid square you're in. Even if you live in DMO 7, sometimes you don't know where to point. At that point, you can you say, I'm saying out here out on east DMO 7 or west out near the border, near Madeira or something, so you can identify your location that way too. But sometimes people with rotatable antennas don't know where to point. I mean, DMO 6 for me is over 180 degrees, over.
Held in on my rotator yet. I'm hunting around trying to find him.
Okay, who is this talking?
Here comes Darren coming in.
Darren.
Somebody said they were rotating the rotator around trying to find him. Who was that? You don't have to be embarrassed the fact that you have a rotator and you're not sure where to point. He's in Clovis, but Clovis for me represents about a 50-degree angle here. So again, it depends on where you are. When we're close in these grid squares, it's hard to know where to point exactly if you have to point. Usually, because we are so close and we got pretty good antennas, we don't have to point at the guy to get good copy. But Rob does have to point sometimes because he's got blockage into some of the fellows in course gold. So Rob has to point over toward course gold quite frequently to work a guy that's only 8 miles from him. Over. All right, so much for the practice session, guys. Let's see if there's anybody else that has not checked in or doesn't think you have. And then we'll go on and see if we can pick up a Tascadero. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net.
K6US. I'm going to make a contact with Darren real quick.
Go for it.
Yeah, Kilo 6 Oscar Sierra X-Ray from Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra Delta Mike 06. You're sounding good now that you're horizontal, Darren.
Hey, thanks, Darren. Did you say DMO 6?
Yeah, we're in the same grid.
Okay, I wasn't sure. So K6US, DMO 6, Fresno, Aaron. And, it's hard for me to not throw that Y in there because that's so long, that's all I ever used to hear. So I got to work on that. K6US, DMO 6, Fresno.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, the trick is I just have to unkey, so I say the first 4 letters and then I just unkey and say the Y silently, so. So, thanks for letting me break in, Mike. 1079, 1100. I'm going to go mow my front lawn here in a second. I'm waiting for the sun to go down, so I'll be back in here later. K6US.
Okay, fine, Aaron. Good to hear you. Let me, for heaven's sakes, I was going to ask something of Rob. Oh, what's the other Bozo number that Ken, WA6OIB, always checks in with? He's 226, but he has another number that the club call. Is that 856 or something? What's the number? Do you remember, Rob?
Yes, K6MYC, KM6SIR. It's 1256, W6SIX, Sierra India X-Ray.
Okay. Okay, 1256. Okay, got it. He checked in, but he didn't give me that number, but I put it down because he should have it. He should have given it to me. He's off to get dinner. All right. Anybody else in this area? We're missing quite a few, but we've got quite a few. So let's carry on and get on with our program here. K6MYC, and tonight I'm listening in Bluetooth, and hopefully you can tell, Rob, I'm hearing a lot better. When I listen to the speaker, it's just all barfed up, but I put the Bluetooth connection in here tonight, so I'm listening right into my hearing aids, and it makes a huge difference. Okay, Bozo Net, open to all check-ins. Anywhere you hear me, K6MYC, and we have 249, Rob.
Roger, yeah, I heard you on that too. I've been here listening since the beginning, and I have one correction for you. My wife's name's not Brittany, over.
I might have said Brittany by accident. I was thinking of somebody else. Oh, I think I was talking about Aaron's wife. Isn't her name Brittany?
No, you were telling Darren, I thought, about me and my wife up here and all that kind of stuff. But yes, Aaron's wife is Brittany. Just wanted to correct the record there. KM6SRR.
Oh, I know your wife's name is Candy or Candace. I might have just misspoken. That's with all the people that we had checking in. All of a sudden, I already got 20-some people checked in here, and we had hot and furious for a few minutes there. And then I was trying to help the guys get the protocol correct as you found out. Okay. And let's take standby. Anybody else before we go toward Atascadero? Go ahead, K6MYC. We're missing KB6RQU. And others. All right, that's it. Let's go toward Atascadero, Rob.
Roger, Roger. KB6RQU, in case you can't hear Mike. Are you on tonight, Rick? We'll go to Atascadero.
Okay, Atascadero, W6QUI and KN6EIV, K6MYC and the Bozo Net, over.
Good evening, Mike. W6QUI, Bozo 1055, and we have another station on at the moment.
I'll take the other number if you want to give it to me, or let him give it to me directly. Go ahead.
He's going to try. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, Mike, this is Kilo November 6, Echo India Victor, Bozo number 1044. That's 1044, over.
Roger, Eric, we got you a good copy tonight. You're not real loud, but you're very Q5. Very Q5, no trouble at all. Great to hear you. The other night it was just in and out with little bits and pieces of you. KN6EIV, you take it and then shoot it back to Rob and see if he's got you. I'm sure he does. Over. Go ahead, Eric. I don't hear Eric now, Rob. Ron?
He said you drop down also.
That's way too fast. He must have an intermittent or something because he was just solid as a rock here.
You were too, but then you dropped. I don't know.
Anyway, you take it and say hello to Rob, and maybe it'll come back up, and Eric can come back in if he hears Rob come in.
Okay, good evening to you, Rob, KM6SRR, W6QUI.
Yes, good evening, Ron, W6QUI, KM6SRR. Yep, I heard Eric really good the first time, and then he was way down, so I don't know what's going on. But if you're there, Eric, go ahead.
Yep, he's here, but I don't know if he's here. Were you hearing Rob, Eric?
Q5 there, and goes up and down, but
he's copying you, Rob. Did you hear him?
Yeah, I did hear you, Eric, but it's very weak. You were really loud the first time. I don't know if it was something flying over or whatever, but now you're kind of down. Over. Yeah, now you're good. It's a crazy propagation tonight.
Yeah, it's up and down, Eric.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, Rob just came up to 7 there. Yeah, Mike, I can hear you. You're a little bit lower, though, about a 5 there.
Well, I'm I'm swinging back and forth. I'm trying to find a good heading for you. You're coming in on a number of different directions. I find 3 peaks on you, so you're bouncing around in the hills there, over.
Roger that. Yeah, I got you out about a 6. So, yeah, that's about as strong as I've seen or heard yet.
Well, this is a good one, though. I'm copying you, and you're very steady here, but the other 2 are maybe stronger but intermittent.
Oh, that's odd. That's odd. I didn't know you could do that.
Okay, great to hear you. Hopefully we'll hear you guys tomorrow night on 6 meters. Back to you, Ron, W6QUI in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, very good. Well, everybody's pretty solid here, but yeah, Eric does not have a direct shot. You got some hills in the way like you have, Mike, you know, fairly close. But he's knife edging over or around them, apparently. And I will be on Tuesday on 1200, so look for you then, so whoever might show up. Anyway, back to you, W6QUI.
Okay, well, I would have copied you last week, except you were off frequency, number 1, and number 2, I didn't have my Bluetooth hooked up, so I was trying to copy you off frequency weekly through the speaker, and I'm hearing you much better through the Bluetooth, so I've got everything working as it should be in this shack now. I just didn't have this pair of hearing aids linked into my Bluetooth in this shack in the barn here. All right, 7-3s, and we'll see you Tuesday. And we'll look for you Wednesday, Eric. KN6SRR for a final, K6MYC. Oh, Rob must have gone back downstairs. Maybe he's in the middle of having dinner with Candy there. Okay. Well, let's go towards Santa Cruz then. Here we go.
K6MYC, KW6S.
No matter where I point you in there, I'm only at 227, and you're rocking in, over.
Okay, well, I kind of jumped the gun because I was listening to you working Eric there.
There we are at 267. That's usually where you peak here, depending on which way I'm calibrated. This should be pretty loud.
Yeah, that's 9 plus 20 on the Scotch TS2000 here, which and I can usually work anybody. I can usually work people that don't even register on the S meter. So yeah, you did actually come up there at the last quite a bit. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, well, great to hear you. It looks like we've got good conditions in all directions here tonight. I heard Eric at Tascadero, and he's kind of in a little hole there. So sometimes he's not very good, but he was almost Q5 all the time here. And we got a couple of 3-4 stations out of the LA area that we checked in with, or heard anyway. So you're doing fine. Let me see. Let me shoot it to Lee, and then if Lee is in here, Lee can shoot it back to Rob, and I'll either pick it up or Rob will, depending on if he's in the shack or not. He's listening, but he's sometimes downstairs finishing dinner. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, AF6U with KW6S, K6MYC. Lee?
K86S, okay.
I hear you, Fred, loud and clear. Stand by. Okay, but I hear nothing from Lee, so let me shoot it back to Rob. Do you want to pick it up with Tom, or you just stay downstairs if you don't want to come up, and then I'll pick up Fred here in Cupertino, and we'll move on. KW6 Sugar in the group, K6MYC.
No, I'm here, Mike. I was doing the log, counting the numbers. I was pacing from one section to the next, and wasn't listening to you very quickly.
That's right. Just say good evening to Tom there. We don't have Lee in here, but Fred's in here. Gangbusters. Fred has usually had bad noise on, too, so he has not been checking in, but apparently his noise source is cleared up, and he's pounding in here tonight. So stick around, and maybe you can also have a contact with Fred there in Cupertino. take it, Rob, and sign with Tom. Good evening, Tom. We'll see you tomorrow night on 222 and 6, K6MYC. Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, good evening, Tom. KW6S, KM6SRR. Yeah, I was busy futzing with the computer, not really paying attention here. And I'll go up and see if I can hear Fred. Good to hear you, Tom.
Yeah, good to hear you too, Rob. Yeah, you're doing real good here tonight. And yeah, Fred, I ran across him in person at the, well, I don't remember, West Valley Flea Market, electronic flea market on Saturday, which was kind of a bonus for me. I should have spent a little more time with him, but I think he was getting headed out of there. But yeah, always nice to run across people that are on the net here. KM6SR, KW6S.
Okay, thank you, Tom. We'll say 73s. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Catch you tomorrow night, KW6S.
I look for you tomorrow night on 222 and 6, Fred. Okay, Tom, over to you, Fred. I understand you and Tom got together for a brief encounter there at the last flea market. Was that the Foothill Flea Market or the De Anza one? Over.
That's the one over at West Valley College, the new one. But anyway, yeah, we ran into each other, and it was good to grip and grin. That was fun. And yeah, I have got really good conditions tonight. I don't have a noise problem, which is unusual. Usually it's terrible. And you're coming in really gangbusters tonight. I can't hear Rob. I know he's in there. He's just not making it for me. But anyway, I thought I'd just try it again, check in. I just check it from time to time. Sometimes the noise level is so high I can't do anything. But tonight it's dead quiet, which is really amazing. Anyway, stay cool. And it's cooling off over here. Fog's moving in through the city, and it's getting nice and breezy here. KD6S, okay?
Oh, it was only 108 here today, so you didn't get any of that. Apparently, the fog kept it away.
Yeah, it could happen that way. All right, yeah, it was good to see Tom, and this band is working out really well tonight.
Good. Let's see if Rob's turned the antenna so he can hear you. Are you copying Fred, Rob?
I searched around and I can't hear him, so I guess my blockage is too much.
That's weird because he's the same strength here that Tom is. Booming signal from Cupertino tonight, Fred. Good signal. Thanks very much for popping in, and hopefully this magic coming and going noise thing will stay away for you. A pleasure to have you in here. KD6SOK into the Bay Area. I haven't even turned the antenna. I'm still down at 268. K6MYC looking for others in the Bay Area. Good evening, Fred.
WB6J, then.
Yeah, and you're like next door here. My goodness, we got good conditions. I just barely bumped the antenna. I think I'm in the 270s, so we won't complain. Good evening, Jim. WB6JNN 285.
Yeah, well, you were S9 when you aimed at Tom, so it is a good night for sure. And I'm running full power at the moment. Well, 90 watts. I keep it at 90. I don't have it set so it doesn't go above 90. Just because I want to. Anyway, managed to get somebody awake in Alaska this morning on the satellite, which is rare because of the timing of when they're awake and when we're awake and when the satellites go over. So that was sort of nice. I've worked about 4 or 5 of the guys up there. WB6JNN.
It's good that they're on. I guess that's probably a good mode for them up in Alaska. It's small antennas. They can tolerate the weather and stuff like that, and they can also work worldwide, and sometimes they just don't get the best of propagation on any band that has a worldwide prop for them. Probably not quite worldwide, but they can sure work a wide spectrum of the Earth here. Anyway, great, and I assume you are starting to enjoy the cooler weather as it's coming in, Fred says, since it's getting foggy where he is, over.
Well, it kept cool for part of the day, but then about the afternoon it got about 95 actually on this side of the valley. But the fog was keeping us away from a lot of the stuff north of us here, like San Francisco. So they had a very pleasant day for some of the big music things they have going on up there this weekend, or this week actually. So it's been nice. And I heard WFC in there too, so you might look for him. WB6 Jan.
Oh, okay, good. Well, hopefully we'll hear Mike. Don't see why we wouldn't with these conditions. Thank you, Jim. Good to hear you. Look for you tomorrow night on 222, of course, and Fred as well. Oh, there you go. I moved the antenna a little bit more to the north, but it may have to go a little more for you, Mike. But if you're in there, pick it up. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening, Mike, and the group, K6MYC, KB6WFC. Yeah, it's currently 56 degrees and overcast in Daly City, but I was in Sacramento earlier today, and driving through Dixon, it was 110 degrees, so that's a 50-degree swing from there to here. Over.
Yeah, 108 here without getting in the car. In the car, sometimes it can be even warmer because of the fact that you're driving over hot pavement. My son came up the hill the other day, and he said it was 115 driving up the hill. Probably it wasn't. It was just we drive up through a little narrow road that's captured, and the heat just stays on the road. So 108 today here, though. Okay, good to hear you. I've been missing you on the other bands. I don't know why. I don't know whether you're not there at the time I'm calling or we just don't have prop, but we'll look for you on Tuesday, of course, for 1296. We'd love to have you in there. We had 29 the other day, and that was without KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, so we would have had 30 with you, so get your butt out there on 1296, Mike, over.
Roger. I do try, but our timing sometimes isn't the best, but I will always try if I'm available. All right. Good evening, and thank you. KG6WFC clear.
Okay, thank you, and just solid copy from Daly City tonight. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? It should be plentiful if you guys are at your radios. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net. Delta Mike 07 calling toward the Bay Area for check-ins. Over.
807 AB6SR.
Good, strong oof signal. Rob will probably even hear you. Stan, good to hear you. I'm nursing that sticky-looking tomato plant along. I'm pouring water on it and vitamins, and it's not dying anymore, but it ain't getting any better so far. But I've only got 3 or 4 days of repair into it yet. Rob, are you copying Stan there?
Yeah, I heard him when I was pointing down trying to pick up 285, but I think I'm where I normally hear Stan. How you doing, Stan? AB6SR, KM6SR.
KM6SRR, AB6SR with K6MYC. You're 5 and 7. 5 and 7 with me, Rob. Very good signal here. And I was hearing Mike WFC and Fred in Cupertino pretty strong too. And Jim, of course, 255. I think he's 255. Whatever. I was wondering here, whoever introduced squirrels to the USA, I wish that person hadn't done so. The tomatoes beginning to disappear or fall on the floor with bite marks in them, Mike, so whatever. We've got plenty anyway, so I'm not concerned. What do we say here? It was 91. Not as much as Jim there in Southeast Bay, I think he is. But you got 108, did you say? God, I couldn't stand that. So, Rob's very good signal with me. Everybody's good signal. So, back to you. Nothing much else. K6MYC, AB6SR.
Okay, very good. AB6SR. Rob, you want to say hello to Stan there? And squirrels. I'll tell you a story about squirrels in just a second. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, Mike, I just said hello to him there. I heard him in the beginning, and then he kind of faded out towards the end there, and then he came up a little bit at the very end. Anyway, good to hear you there, Stan. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay. I chatted with a guy on 40. Let's see, what was it? 2 mornings ago. Not this morning, but yesterday, I think. Call was November 6, Sugar X-Ray Whiskey, I think, up in Oregon. He's in Tidewater, Oregon. He must be pretty close to the coast. Anyway, he's a European that has his own little farm and a ranch, and he's talking about different animals that give him trouble. He has a lot of trouble with the deer eating his apples off his apple tree. We can't grow out here. We don't have the right climate. It doesn't get cold enough in the winter here for apples. But he gets apples, and then he makes apple cider, and we were talking about that. And he said, I have a 357 Magnum that takes care of the squirrels in his garden. He says, when I hit them, I have to go find fragments of the squirrel because it just blows them up. That's sad in a way, but I know he's frustrated because they come in and eat he's got a nice little vegetable garden with low growing crops and stuff, not to mention the tomatoes and so on. And then we were exchanging stories about other things, and no matter what he came up with, I was able to best him. He came up with the bears that came in and eat some of the other stuff and so on. And I said, well, we have a bunch of pigs that come in and root my yard up every year. 8 pigs in the yard the last time I saw him. He knows about the deer eating the tomato plant, and a 6-point deer that's now pissed off because he can't get over to there's nothing left on the tomato plant. Anyway, so much for that. He was telling me about his 357 Magnum. He keeps snake shot in it. He says, I keep live ammo in it, but I don't like to use live ammo. It splatters around the neighborhood too much. He's got a ranch or a farm. I don't know how much area he's got, but he shoots usually snake shot, so it doesn't go too far. But it does obliterate the squirrels at 6 or 8 feet away. You can imagine. Holy cow! AB6SR for your final K6MYC.
K6MYC, AB6SR. Yeah, I can sympathize with him. I don't have a gun myself, but yeah, I'd blow them to bits if it were me. Our daughter lives in Oregon, just at the foot of the Cascades, about 40 miles east of Eugene, and she gets animals in that eat the crops too. And one night, I think she has those blink cameras like we have, and she has a video of a cougar roaming around. She's got 11 acres up there, so but she's doing well with her crops. Anyway, it was a good day. It was a nice day. So let's see who else is on in the Bay Area. Back to you, Mike. Always good to hear you. I'll be on 6 tomorrow if I can. K6MYC, AB6SR.
Okay. Hopefully, Chris over there, KA6UYH, I don't think he'll have time to build a new antenna. He doesn't have a lot of free time, it seems, so his projects go along pretty slowly, but he sure needs to have something better than what he's got up, because there's about 20 or 30 dB difference between you guys, and that may be partly QTH, but most of it's just a very sick antenna that he has here. All right, 7-3 Stan. See you tomorrow on 6. Bay Area, Bozo Net, check-ins, please. Anybody else? K6MYC, Central California, near Fresno.
KB6PA.
Hey, Oliver. Great signal. How was your weekend?
That was good. Nice and warm today. Warmer than yesterday. Went for a nice hike. So I have a friend, Bill, who lives in Paradise, WA6Q, and he has heard you on the Bozo Net, but he is antenna challenged. But he does get on 220, and he has a Yaesu FT736R, and he's trying to get the 220 module to work. I'm wondering whether any of the people on your 220 check-ins use the Yaesu 736R. Over.
Yes. Rob has one, but you're not using it at the moment, are you, Rob?
Yeah, I was hearing Oliver, but I didn't hear what you said I had.
You've got the Yaesu FT736, don't you?
Yeah, I got that one from you, and I use it on the 222 band.
And he's using it on the 222 band, so he does have one. There is one over here. There's another couple of them floating around. I think probably the most expertise person around this area that would know about them is WA60IB. Is there? Yeah, you got it, but it doesn't work on 220. Is that the problem?
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, he's looking for documentation on it. He's trying to repair it. So if I could maybe point it or check with those people you mentioned to see if there's a service manual or a schematic or something, that'd be great.
Okay, do you have a service manual or any kind of paperwork on it for working on it, like schematics or anything, Rob?
I think I looked up the manual for it. I don't remember if it had schematics or not. I can check.
Okay. Well, it's a friend of Oliver's that has one. He's trying to get on 220. He lives up in Paradise, so it's not too far from us here. I don't know where Paradise is exactly, but it's up, somewhere Placerville area, I imagine. Anyway, he'd like to, but it seems like you got your manual. If you got one, you might have got a manual from me. I had 3 or 4 of them at one point, Oliver. They were not mine, but they were a favorite radio of Ken Holliday, K6HCP, who lived in Cupertino, of course. And he had 3 or 4 of them. One of them was a basket case just for parts, and then 3 that worked. And I've kind of shuffled them off. Rob's got one, and there's 2 others somewhere else. I don't know who got them. But only one of them, I think, had the 222 module, and that's the one that Rob ended up with. So it's a rare beast when you find one with the 222 module, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem to fix it. I would think the web, just if he can get on the web, he might be able to download some of the documentation on the web, but he could also drop an email to Rob. It's Egan. Is it Egan at ptc.net, Rob?
Yeah, it's netptc.net.
Oh, netptc.net. Okay, it's Egan, E-G-A-N at net what is it again, Rob? At ptc.net? No, netptc.net.
Yeah, it stands for net and then Ponderosa Telephone Company.net.
Okay, yeah. It's Egan, E-G-A-N, at netptc, all one word, Papa Tango Charlie. Ponderosa Telephone Company is what the PTC stands for, and then .net again, and that will get to Rob, and he's probably okay on QRZ as well. Over.
Okay, I have Egan, Echo Golf, Alpha November at Ponderosa Telephone Company, initials.net. And what is Rob's call sign?
Rob is KM6 Sugar Radio. KM6SRR. Apparently you're not hearing Rob when he's talking to me, right?
Oh, yeah, I can hear him in there, but not pull it out. Okay, Kilo Foxtrot 6, Sierra Romeo. Thanks so much. I'll look around the web, see if I can find a service manual, and if no luck, I'll get a hold of Rob or OIB there.
Yeah, I did not give you the call phonetically, and you misheard it. It's Kilo Mike 6. KM6 Sugar Radio. M and F sound the same if you slur it, and I slurred it for you. It was my fault. I wasn't following my own protocol. Over.
Okay, got the Kilo Mike 6. Okay, appreciate that. That's about all I had. KB6PN.
Yeah, again, Egan at netpct. Those 6 letters all tied together. netptc.net.
KM6SRR.
Wait, Rob.
Yeah, I found my operating manual, and I don't have any schematics with it. It's just a manual. I think I got it off the web is where I ended up finding it. So there may be schematics. I just don't have it.
Oh, it's on the last page. Usually the last 3 or 4 pages of the manual should have had the schematic, but it might have been in pieces, Rob.
I'm looking at the end of it, and it doesn't have schematics.
Okay, God, it's useless without a schematic. He found the manual on the web, so probably just type in Yesu Fox Tango 736 manual and you might get it. You might as well also poke around on YouTube and see if anybody's got some insight to the 222. It's a very popular and hard to get module, but it's popular. So there are some people that probably have it and have worked on it. But the last resort would be Ken, only as a last resort because he's so busy over.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Okay, thanks so much. I'm sure I'll come up with something.
Yeah, don't let it go stagnant. Let's keep it going. Help him as much as we can. We'll find a way to get it fixed one way or the other. There's other people that know about him, so Ken is not the only one, but he's the nearest and the best local that we have here. And he's very good at a lot of radios. He fixes hundreds of different radios and different things. He's a broadcast engineer par excellence, so he's got a lot of background. Anyway, it's just that he's also got other people that need stuff fixed continually. So much for that. Good luck, and don't let it go dead. Let's keep the 220 going. We need more inputs, more checkers in 220. I usually get about 15 to 16, and we'd love to get to 20 and 25 and 30 eventually. Thank you, Oliver. KB6BA, K6MYC in the group.
Okay, thanks again. Take care, KB6BA.
Okay, who else in the Bay Area? We won't have PQL for about 3 or 4 weeks yet, but K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area.
KA6UYH, 711.
Okay, got 711 locally. Good evening, John. We hear you, and we've got KA6UYH 101226, 1226.
You got it.
And did you hear my comment about 6 meters?
Yeah, I did, and I'm in full agreement with you. I was trying that antenna to see if it would work. I was hoping that because it was horizontal polarized that it would help, but I'm still fighting it with you guys. So I'm looking around and seeing what else is out there. I see some 2-element beams, which may be useful, or I've got my eye on 1 3-element, but I don't know how much of a boom I can swing. But I think they're only about 3-4 feet on the boom anyway, so it may not be a problem.
Well, a 2-element would be about that. You make a 3-element, it's a SS series, they're the least expensive one as a gamma match, but that wouldn't bother you any. I think it's a 6M3 SS. I'd look at that one. That would give you a pretty good gain and pretty good front to back, and it's still fairly compact. Okay, and then anything else you can find that's look at Moxons, look at building a Moxon or a, what the hell's the other one? I'm thinking of another shape factor. Well, the hex beam, but I wouldn't bother with that. Moxons almost takes the same amount of hardware or less. It's easier to build a Moxon. There's tons of designs on Moxons, and they really work. Over.
Roger. Most of them I looked at are wire. There's a few of them using lawn chairs and stuff for the aluminum, but I don't know. Anyway, that is an option. So either 2-element beam or Yagi, and then the Moxon, and then like I said, I'm looking at 3 elements as well. So we'll see.
All righty. Good luck with that. We'll see you tomorrow on 6, even with your other one. How high do you have the little the Omni that you have now?
It's about 14 feet from the ground up, so we're at least hopefully clearing the roof and clearing any rain gutters and that type of thing. So we're about maybe 4 or 5 feet above the roof. So I'm hoping it's up in the clear in a sense.
Can you push it to 20 with a short extension?
That may be possible. Right now I'm using a DX Engineering tilt base on a 10-foot mast. It's got a tripod and a bucket of cement on the bottom to kind of keep it in place. For right now, it was originally going to be for my vertical, but the guys told me don't do it that way, so that's fine. So I put the halo on there. I don't know if I can swing it or not. I don't know if I can do that or not. That's a possibility.
What do you mean swing it? You mean you can't tilt it down? It's too long at 20 feet?
Yeah, that, and I'm using rigid conduit, which is kind of heavy. I don't have the strength anymore, but yeah, so it would probably be a little bit difficult because right now it's on the side of the house. So I don't know. I won't roll it out yet at this point.
All right. right. Well, it would make a big difference. That getting it to a wavelength makes a huge difference in you would radiate more energy toward the horizon. I bet you would come up a couple of S units. That would be my guess. Anyway, 7-3 for now. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you tomorrow night one way or the other. KA6UYH, K6MYC, 7-3, Chris.
KM6SR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I just looked up and I have a PDF of the FT736R technical supplement. It has all the stuff that probably he wants. The only issue, it's 291 pages long.
Yeah, that's overkill. That's for real serious, I think Ken had one of those manuals also. And that's really, really serious stuff. But that would be helpful because it probably has 10 or 15 pages just on each transverter that's in there, over.
Yeah, each module. I can look through it and see if I can copy just that, but I have the file downloaded on my laptop, so if he contacts me, I can send him the file.
Okay. Well, you could just send him the link. Just email the link to KB6BA. I'm sure Oliver's okay on the web. He didn't give me the call of the other fella. Otherwise, I would let you do it direct, but he'll just forward it to the other guy. But tell him that's the technical manual, and maybe look for pages 27 through 43, and that would be the 222 module, over.
Right, and I got to find Oliver's email, and my email is not on QRZ. I've never really found out how to do my QRZ page properly. I need Aaron to help me.
Well, he's got your email. He's probably got his email on QRZ. He's communicating with a lot of people all the time. So my guess is that he would be on his QRZ page, over.
Yep, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. Let's see, anybody else in the Bay Area before we go get Ken, N6ORO, I should say.
N5MPD, 1129.
1129, hi, Brett.
Hello, Mike, good evening.
Who was the other one underneath Brett there? Go ahead. Who was KB, what? You don't have two voices in your shack, do you, Brett?
I bumped the VFO, go again.
I said, did you have the live stream up real loud? Because I heard another voice with you in there, over.
I do not.
Okay, well, somebody said something right along with you. Who was that? Please, come on in. Don't do that to us and then not identify. K6MYC.
Maybe it was me. This is KB6WFC. I can hear the N6BYH station here in Daly City.
N6BYH, he's down here in Clovis, and I should have heard him like a ton of bricks. Mike, are you in here, N6BYH? N6BYH, Mike? Well, maybe he's up there. He's a fireman or works for the fire department, so maybe he's up in your area. I'll put him down if he's in there. His Bozo number is 195, and his name is Mike, just like yours, Mike, and like mine, Mike.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I heard the call wrong, but I was hearing somebody from down that direction.
Well, give it a call. Call him there. Maybe he's hearing you. He could be mobile or something up there. He does move around, over. Give him a call. It's Bravo Yankee Hotel, N6BYH, Mike. Mike, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, give him a call.
N6BYH, N6BYH, KB6WFC. I'm not hearing anything, Mike. Sorry about that.
Well, that's okay. You may have heard him, but he lives in Fresno here. So he's local to me, and normally I hear him no matter what way I'm turned, but I didn't hear him checking in. I could have missed it. I do that occasionally. I miss people because 2 or 3 people talking at once. and I don't realize it. All right, thanks, Mike. 7-3, and we'll take one more standby for anybody else, and then listen for N6RO. K6MYC. Okay, N6RO. I haven't moved the antenna since we started here. I'm down at 270. Maybe I should go up to 300 degrees for you. Everybody's coming in so good tonight, I don't even have to move the antennas here. That's 293, somewhere up in here we should hear N6RO, K6MYC.
Oh yeah, loud and clear, K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835 in Charlie Mike 7DX. High temperature 97, and dinner is going to be Pacific cod and asparagus and other assorted veggies. And no scores to report this weekend. We took it off from contesting, but we'll be back at it again next weekend in the phone NAQP. K6MYC and 6RO.
Yeah, okay. There's something else going next weekend also. The lighthouses on the air are going to be on all over the world. That maybe give you a few more contacts that would be worth points. I don't know how that works, but one of the fellows in South Africa has been trying to work with me. They're going to be on all the bands, but they're going to try and work as many stateside as they can on 15 meters, 21-295. ZS1 Papa Zulu stroke lighthouse on the Cape Town. I don't know what the name of the lighthouse is, but they're putting together quite a team, and they're going to try and have 400 watts there. Over.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I'm looking for a new contest just to keep me sharp. In fact, I found one on the contest calendar that's called the 80-meter ZL Sprint. It's held at between 2 a.m. no, 1 a.m. to 2:30 on CW, and then it goes to phone, and then it goes to FT8. That happens on Tuesdays. So I'm going to, no, actually Monday night. So I'm going to try that tomorrow. N6RO.
That'll be interesting, yeah. That'll be good. Okay. Well, I've been chatting with the ZS boys. ZS1 Papa Zulu has one of my 40M2 minis for 40, and he holds the band open. I worked him till midnight on short path the other day. Over.
Ah, good.
And we weren't even done yet. He was still S8, S9, but he let me go to bed.
Well, we all have to go to bed.
Well, it was 9 o'clock his time and a little bit after midnight, and he was still pounding in. Worked him on the long path the other day, did the same thing, talked to him, and everybody else on the West Coast kind of lost him. And he and I went on for another half hour and beyond, and still Q5 and S8 when he quit at 9 o'clock a.m. here, Long Path, Africa. So the little two-element 40M2 Mini really does a good job for him. Anyway, we also worked a couple of fellows that I hadn't run across in Africa for a couple of years, so it was kind of a wonderful get-together weekend for recovering old friendships and stuff. Martin in Durban, with a wire that hangs off of the balcony on the 13th floor of his apartment on the coastline there. I work him on 40. Looks like my air conditioner just blew a fuse and quit. I'm going to shorten this down real quick. It was 108 here today. 73 Ken, K6MYC.
Oh, that's too hot. It was forecast 101 today, but it didn't make it. It's 96, and I'll take it. N6RO.
Just put a nickel behind the fuse, Mike.
What's that?
This is Dave, LOL. I said just put a nickel behind the fuse.
Well, there's no fuse. It's a circuit breaker on a plug strip that goes, and it doesn't want to come back. It's got to cool down a little bit here. This thing vents in the same room as I'm making cold air, and sometimes the hot air doesn't go out as good as it should, and it just gets too hot for itself. Over.
Oh, yeah, I heard you saying that the other day. Yeah, well, at 109 degrees, aren't you glad you don't have, like in the old days where the radios had a hand crank on the side? You had to generate some heat in there.
Yeah. 856, right, Dave?
856, yes.
Okay. And sorry, we got kind of jumbled up the other night. We couldn't hear you very well, I think, and you weren't hearing AA6S very well that night. What was going on?
Yeah, that was, I could just barely hear people in there kind of popping up and popping down, but, you know, I talked to Rob one thing, and he just kind of reminded me that, you know, if I'm getting the 3 dB sun noise off that antenna, I just got those trees are in the way, and they're just killing my 1296 for you guys down in that direction. So I think I just have to button everything up and trust that it's good and put it up in the air now.
Okay. I'm surprised, though, we didn't get more from you. Yeah, I think getting up higher would help, getting it up above that tree line. Those trees that are out a couple hundred feet, somebody said, why don't you just cut them down? I said, I don't think they're on your property, right?
No, but I could sneak over there at night with a chainsaw.
Oh, the people that own the property are so far from the trees, they don't know they're there?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just kidding, but yeah, I shoot through the same trees on 2 meters, but it doesn't seem to mind on 2.
No, 2 meters don't care. I mean, there's a minor amount of attenuation, but it's minimal compared to 1296. 1296 just sees a wall of water.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's what I need to do with that. But I just really want to kind of make sure everything's good before I push it up in the air. It's going to be kind of difficult getting it up and down. I have to get a friend of mine over here that he works out in he's like a bodybuilder guy, so he doesn't have any problem when I run around and tend to the guy lines and get them all hooked up. He can push that thing up and down for me.
There you go. Okay, let me check. I want to get out of here. It's this air conditioner came back on, but it's not making cold air, so it's resting. The compressor's having a resting time or something here. So I want to get out of the 105 that is now produced in the shack here. 7-3. Let me listen for the other guys in your area there. KD6WVL. Are you here, John?
WB6 ISO.
KD6WVL 1179 over.
Okay, 1179. We've got you. Good signal. Although I'm not pointed at you, I'm a little bit beyond you, John, so I'm weaker. But good to hear you. I'm going to keep it short because we're getting real hot here. I hear Dennis in here also. I've got 86, and he's probably got a slew of check-ins. And then we'll get the guys in the Sacramento and Meadow Vista area and Redding, and then I got to get to Nevada yet. So I better get her moving here. 7-3, K6MYC.
7-3, Mike. Thanks for the check-in. KD6WVL.
We'll see you either tomorrow night or Wednesday and then Thursday again, John. Good to hear you. Thank you. Anybody else in this direction for check-in, K6MYC? How about you, Darren?
Yeah, don't change your beam heading there, Mike. You're very strong in the Sacramento area.
Okay, well, give me what you got there, Dennis, and then we'll get others. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, very good. I know you're running a little late tonight. Anyway, good evening, WB6 ISO, Bozo 86. We'll get Mr. Kent, K6OSX at 160. Would like to get checked in. And one Papa, Dave at 336. Mr. Larry, N6BX782. We also have N6TNI at 132, over.
Got it.
And I think that's all I got at the present time. I'll get out of the way. I know that you said it's getting a little warm out there, so we'll get out of your way so you can get her done and get in where it's cool, over.
Yeah. Well, air conditioning will probably come back on, or I'll try it again in a few minutes, but I'm just letting it rest a little bit. All right. Thanks, Dennis. See ya. Maybe we'll catch you on 432 again one of these days. We'll see you Wednesday, of course. WB6ISO86 in the group K6MYC. Thank you.
You betcha, Mike. We'll try to make it on 432 tomorrow night. Bless you. 73, take care. Have a fine evening. Stay cool. Whiskey Baker number 6, India Sugar Ocean, off.
Well, 222 is tomorrow night. Thursday is 432.
Hello, Darren.
56 to the check-in.
Who's that?
This is Darren trying to check in. Go ahead, Darren.
Go ahead, Darren.
You were coming in. Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756. Over.
Oh, we got you 756, yeah. Coming in over quite a wide spread here. I can hear you over quite a wide range, but where I'm pointed now is not at, well, I guess it's close, 319. That's about right. Very fluttery and so on. So conditions are different up and down the valley versus east-west. Good evening to you, Darren. You probably heard my comments about the air conditioning unit in the shack here is going out, so I'm moving along quickly. 7-3, and we'll see you subsequently, maybe hopefully on Tuesday night on 1296 or over.
We'll give it our best shot then. Carry on. I have not heard John, so give him a call. He might be hanging out sandbagging.
Okay, how about a John KR6MR, K6MYC, over. I don't hear John. Let me go back here. Somewhere around in here for Reading. Let's see if I can get Reading, and then we'll have to peak on Reading. Reading, if you can hear me at all, make noise, and I'll tune up on you. I'm sure I'm not pointed right. KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS Reading area, Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Over, Rich. How about you, Jerry? KO6HS, K6MYC, over. Okay. I got your 230, but I don't know where to peak on you. It didn't give me long enough to swing across you. It's Q3 to 4, Jerry, so conditions are pukey all of a sudden here. They were really, really strong east-west again, same as we saw last week.
Yeah, where's my buddy Richard at?
Who was that?
Out here somewhere. Just away and low, but he's probably out here. I haven't heard him yet, but I'm sure he's out here.
So he did the right for us. I'm not very, very strong signal tonight. They're like up at 101.
Yeah, we were, I don't know what it is right now, but we were like 105, I want to say. It was pretty hot today.
You're very loud now, Jerry.
It's next time. You're also 5'9", as always, very strong.
You're very loud now, Jerry.
Roger, yeah. Signals are way down tonight.
Let's see if I can get, you're very loud now, Jerry, KO6HS, K6MYC, KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Are you there, Rich?
Yeah, a lot better, Mike. KO6HS 230. Yeah, I'm copying you better now. Signals are coming up. They're coming up, but they're still a little way weaker than usual, over.
Oh, well, you're stronger than usual here. That's 1,500 watts going at you on the whistle up. But no, you were stronger when you started with Dennis there. And you've dropped down, but you're still very Q5. But I don't hear Rich, so we'll let it go for tonight. It was 108 here today, and I have no air conditioning in the barn all of a sudden here, so I'm moving along quickly. 7-3.
Okay, 7-3. Yeah, your signal's building. You're building. You're up to just about F7, so it's sounding better and better. We were 110 on Friday, 112 on Saturday, and I think we're like 105 or 6 or something like that today. So it's been a hot couple of days for us. Over.
Okay, see, the first liar doesn't have a chance, does he? 110, 112. Holy crap. You can keep it up that way. Don't shoot it down here. 7-3, Jerry, KO6HS, K6MYC. 7-3. 7-3.
Next time.
Okay, KR6MR, Rob, if you're there, John, KR6MR. Nothing from John. Anybody else before I go to Nevada? Okay, going to Nevada. K6MYC heading up toward Nevada. It's pretty close to Nevada. N6 Victor Alpha Zulu. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. KD6BQ, we've got you checked in already, Richard, but we'll take you. And anybody else? K6MYC, over.
272.
I hear 272. I got you, Daniel. Thank you. Nice signal. 272. Good conditions your direction, over.
Roger, thank you. Yes, it's warm in my shack as well, over.
Yeah, warm up there too. Yeah, we were 108 today, and I got smoldered by Redding. They were 112 yesterday, over.
That's too hot for me.
Me too. Okay, great signal. Of course, we'll look for you Tuesday on 1296, and I'll listen for Richard. I don't think, well, I can take a standby. Let's see, K7SUN, are you there in Fallon, Nevada there, Stan, over? Okay, don't hear Stan in there. Let me go back to Richard, and thank you, Daniel. I'm going to keep it short because it's so hot here. I'm trying to finish. K6MYC, standing by for KD6BQ.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yep, got that earlier. I heard your CW. I don't know if you heard my Rogers, but I was talking locally here before the net even started, and I heard you. And I gave you Roger, but I don't know if you heard that or not. Anyway, we got you, and you might take a standby and see if Eric is in here. I did not hear him, but sometimes I have to move the antenna a little bit to get him out of the weeds here. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. How about it, Eric? K6MYC in the group calling and listening. Not a peep.
Are you out there, Eric? N7BAZ, KD6BQ, Mike is calling, over. Negative on Eric so far.
I don't hear him either. Okay, so I got two of you anyway. And I guess that's all there is. Any word on Larry? Have you touched base with Larry? He's been quiet now for almost 2 months, so what's going on?
Well, I talked to him on the phone last week. He seems to be doing all right. He just, he doesn't stay up this late.
Oh, what does he do? Has he got some kind of a milk route or something that he has to get up at 4 in the morning or something?
No, he's just by nature an early to bed, early to rise kind of person.
Okay. Well, he can always check in with you early.
Well, I was talking to him last week. I didn't talk to him tonight, but I'll let him know that, and we'll check him in that way.
Yeah, if nothing else, he can check in with you, and then probably Dennis and others will hear him up that way, over.
Yeah, well, I can relay him in or something like that earlier. And yeah, I'm listening to you on 2 receivers now with 2 different antennas. Kind of interesting to watch the signal bounce between the 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, you'll get diversity reception that way, and one will be down, the other one will be up. It's a matter of blending them audio-wise, and then you're in good shape, over.
Yeah, right now the only way I have blending them is putting them two different speakers and listening them one side to the other. I think I'm going to make up a set of headphones that'll plug in and put one in one ear and one in the other. See how that works out. But I finally figured out how to protect the other receiver.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you don't want to be putting 1,500 into the front end of that thing. All right, listen, it's 100 in the shack here. I'm getting out of here. I'll go back down one more call down south, and then we're going 7-3, and we'll see you on Tuesday, I guess. Well, no, we'll see you tomorrow on 6 for sure. KD6SW and KE7UQL, KD6BQ and KE7UQL, K6MYC. Good night, guys.
Yeah, good night, Mike. We'll look for you tomorrow night on 6 meters, K6MYC, KD6BQ73.
Okay, stand by. Rob's probably in here. I forgot to pass it over to him. He's been quiet here for the last couple of minutes. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, thanks, Mike. I'll make it quick because you're hot. How you doing, Richard and Daniel? I hear you both real good. KM6SR.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Good evening, Rob. KM6SR, KD6BQ. You're not quite as strong as Mike, but good, easy copy, over.
Yep, I peeked on you a little better there, but anyway, thanks for being there. I'll let Mike go. He's kind of hot.
You copy, Rob, Daniel?
Oh, yes, KM6SRR, KD7UQL, 73.
Yeah, Daniel, I'm not on you, but I got you. Thanks for being there, KM6SRR.
He caught you okay, Daniel, so good copy. Thanks for checking with Rob there.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, KE7UQL, 73.
Roger, roger.
7-3, Daniel. 7-3, Richard.
I'll go through the Bay Area quickly. You can go to get Eddie if you want.
Roger, KM6SR.
Okay, Bay Area, last call, Bozo Net. Late checks are missed. Bay Area, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07. Late checks are missed into the Bay Area on 2 meters, K6MYC, Central California. QRZ, over. Okay, I hear you. That may be Richard talking local. Was there somebody that wanted to check into the net, or was that you, Richard? K6MYC, Bozo Net, standing by.
Yeah, it was the Nevada guy.
Was Richard, you say?
Yeah, I heard him.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go to Porterville, Rob.
KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2 meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, KM6SR with K6MYC, standing by. Yeah, got you, Eddie. You're a little bit weaker than normal, but we sure got you. Thank you. Okay, yep, it's poor propagation. Anyway, thanks for being there. We got you checked in. Thank you, Eddie. K6BK, KM6SR.
And we hear you here as well, Eddie. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for sticking around for us so late. My air conditioning came back to life here, so that was nice. I'm cool again. KE6BK, K6MYC, 7-3, Eddie.
All right, Mike, 73 there. Take care, everybody. KM6SRR.
973. Anybody else down south? KE6VG or KB6RQU, or anybody in the Southern California area? Kilowatt 6 Mexico, Yokohama, Canada. Delta Mike 07, calling and standing by for check-ins. Over. Oh boy, crickets are loud tonight. If you could make a count there, Rob, I think we're about the same, 41, 42, 43.
Okay, yeah, I've been busy trying to write them all down and then listen, so I got to count. Hang on. Yeah, I've got 43 down here, so, and I don't know, I could have missed one there in the middle where I was checking into another net there. I was a little off base on who you were talking to over on the Bay Area.
Well, we got Fred, we got 507, 285 Jim, 900 Oliver, KD6UYH 1226, Stan 807, and KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. I think that was it. Over.
Okay, I've got those guys too, so maybe I caught them all.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, you know what? I think I wasn't pointed up when you were talking to Dave, LOL. Was he right after Ken N6RO?
Yeah, he was, and then I got KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima 1179 in there, and we did get 856, but no 859.
You mean 759? Yeah, I heard you get 756, Darren. So I guess I got him.
I'm 756. I'm sorry. I'm getting rummy. Time for some ice cream.
Yeah, I ran out of cookies and I didn't have any ice cream, so I guess I'll have to eat these macadamia nut chocolate clusters.
Oh, gag.
That's the best I got.
Okay, I love them. I'm a mac nut fan from Hawaii. Boy, oh boy, they're good over there. All right. We haven't heard Mark in here tonight, but at 108, I wouldn't surprise me at all that he's hunkered down in the house.
Yeah, we didn't hear K6VBG either, and he was doing the old Tide Radio Net tonight, so he's out there, but I guess he just didn't check in here.
Yes, no, I got him. He did check in. He was about third or fourth in.
Oh, K6VBG?
Yeah, he checked in right after... Who beat him in? I think it was...
Me, 1009.
Yeah, 1009. Ron was in first. That's right. Ron was first in, and then right after that, 971. Over.
Okay, I'll add him to the list, so that's 44.
All righty. We did get Mike up there in Oakhurst and everybody else. We did get 107. He was very weak, but we did get Dane from Shaver. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I was copying him better than you. I was going to get in there and tell you who it was, but you kept talking.
Oh, yeah. He was really weak here. Of course, he was off the backside.
Yeah, I was pointed up there because I was trying to get Michael, 620.
Well, Mike's got a good shot to me off the back, so I don't usually have to turn for Mike. Anyway, pretty good net overall, and all things considered, we still could have had 50 easily with a few missing people, but not bad. Okay, I'm going in, I think. I don't see any reason to stay. Tomorrow night I'll be in the house, which will be helpful, and we'll see everybody on 220 or 6 meters tomorrow night. Rob, Aaron, if you're done mowing the lawn there, you should be by now, for heaven's sakes. 73s, and anybody else that's in far or out far listening, good night all. K6MYC, Bozo 47, in Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, closing the net on August, what is it, Rob?
August 9th, and I'll be flying solo the rest of the week because Candy will be back in New Mexico.
Okay, August 9, 2026. 7-3 all.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, Aaron just texted me. He's just finishing and he's still outside.
Yeah, good night, Mike. WA6LOL, Sonora.
We'll go 1211.
1211. I think we got you already, but that's KO6JJO. Good evening there, Robert.
Roger that. I just have to come back out in the shack and heard you guys talking, so I thought I'd see if I could hear you, and sounds good.
Yep, got a good copy on you, Bob, there, KO6JJO, KM6SRR.
Roger that. I think I've talked to you before, both of you, actually, so yeah. Glad it's working tonight. I think I finally got my bearings straight on my antenna where I can point at you guys now. I've been fighting a little bit, kind of hunting around, but I think I got it pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, no, you're good. We hear you when you were pointed toward Bakersfield also. So you and I think, almost have a line of sight shot here where I am. I'm at a little elevation just north of Fresno, but I've kind of got a gap through the hills there toward the eastern side of the San Joaquin Valley and over into your part of the world there. Good evening, Bob, and thanks for checking in again. K6MYC, Bozo 47, north of Fresno, with Rob and Course Gold, or west of me here about 8 miles, K6MYC.
Hey, Bob, you sound good up here right now. You got your antennas working good. WA6LOL, Sonora.
Sounds good, W6LOL. Yeah, I'm, right now I've got M squared 7 element, but I think I'm might go to a 9 or a 12 and see if that does any better.
Yeah, well, you sound really awesome right now, so you must have it pointed in the right direction. This is the loudest I ever heard you.
You might be better off if you're, unless you're going to sell the 7, just get another 7 and stack them.
Yeah, I'm looking into that. I'm fairly new to the hobby, so I'm still learning, but I've looked into maybe stacking 2 of them, but I don't know, we'll see. I have to do a little more research.
Okay, well, it's information's all on the spec sheet to tell you how far apart to put them. If you're stacking them horizontally polarized one above the other, that's what you want to do. One above the other, that maintains your azimuth pattern, so you'll have a very wide azimuth pattern, but it increases your gain by 3 dB, and also improves your capture area as the signal do move up and down a little bit on fades. So it's sometimes helpful to have some vertical capture area. Anyway, just a thought, it would be cheaper than buying a 9, and the 9 to the 7, you won't see that much difference. You'll be better off to go up into the 12 element, or perhaps even into to 2M5WL or something at 33 feet. Then you'll see a huge improvement, and you'll be able to work all the way to Redding. Over.
Yeah, sounds good. I think that might be the direction I'll go. I just have well, this one's up about 30 feet, so I know I have to give them, what is it, about 10 feet vertically spaced?
A little less, actually. The 2M9 space is 9.5 feet for a pair of 2M9s, so it's probably around 8 feet, maybe less than 8 feet, just a little bit, but it's all on the data sheet. Just look at your 2M7 data sheet. It'll tell you what the spacing should be. Over.
Roger that. I'll do that. All right. Well, good talking to you guys. I will say 73, KO6, JJO.
Okay. The word that you're looking for is H-plane. We may not define it, but H-plane is stacking one above the other, horizontally polarized, but that's your... E-plane is the electrical field stacking, and H-plane is for Horsted's, magnetic coupling. That's the magnetic field. So the H-plane is your pattern up and down, above and below a horizontally polarized antenna. And it's a little bit smaller, the smaller, shorter of the two spacings, particularly for small antennas. It's a little shorter or a little smaller distance between using H-plane, stacking one above the other, than it would be stacking side by side. Over.
Yeah, roger that. I'm looking in that direction, so I got to see what my rotator can handle, but that sounds like the way I'll go.
Is the rotator on top of the tower or down inside?
It's on top.
Okay, well, that's probably better off with the two M7 stacked at 8 feet above the other one. The first one doesn't have much effect on the torsion problem with the rotator. The upper one does, because it's up 7 or 8 feet. But your rotator, even the more modest rotator, should handle that antenna. Over.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm using an old TV antenna rotator, probably 1972 vintage or something like that. But it works, you know, so we'll see. I know these, the M7, I guess, or M squared 7, whatever it is, they're not a big antenna, so I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, I know you will. I design them. I make them, so I know the antenna. I designed it. I own M squared. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you. So you're talking to the horse's mouth, okay?
Oh, Roger, outstanding. I didn't realize that, but yeah, so far I'm really happy with this one, and I guess I'll have to send you some money and get another one.
Yeah. If you want to keep it simple from the standpoint of stuff, spend a few more bucks and get the 2-port power divider with it. And then you have to make up 2 equal length of 50 ohm cable, and the 2-port power divider matches you back to 50, and you're off and running. Over.
Sounds good. Sounds like I got the homework to do, and I'll be in touch.
Okay. Well, you contact Robert at the plant. He'll help you out there. KR70. He's been there, done that, and then some. He's got at least what you got, and then some in the air on all bands. So he's done moon bounce and all sorts of stuff. So KR70 Robert that you'll talk to in the amateur division is probably the most qualified there. Although my son and 2 or 3 of the other guys can help you out as well. That's real straightforward stuff, but Robert's the best to talk to there. Over.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate that. I will say 73, KO6, JJO.
Okay, over to you, Rob, for a final. Sorry to hog that, but he just seemed like he needed to have a little education on what might be the best choice here, and that would be a killer system for him. He's very consistent here. You got a wonderful path to me, Bob. You're just like a local, sometimes stronger than the Bakersfield station, so you and I have a wonderful path. You might comment on what he's doing to you, Rob, if he's going up and down, but he doesn't change at all here. KM6SRR for K6MYC for a final. 7-3 all.
Yes, Bob, you're going up and down a little bit for me, but still copyable. KO6JJO, KM6SRR. Did you hear Dave, WA6LOL from Sonora, trying to give you a call? Over.
I did. I heard him earlier, definitely.
Yeah, they work.
Okay, yeah, I didn't hear Dave call him back, but I'm not pointed. I get Dave right off the back end going this direction. Anyway, good to hear you there, Bob. We'll say 73, KO6 JJO, KM6SRR.
73, KM6SRR, KO6 JJO. Good evening.
Good night, Rob. Thanks for the help. Good night, Aaron, if you're still in the mowing mode. See you guys.
Yeah, good night, Mike. I just got inside K6US.
Good night, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR, 73.
Hello, Aaron. Hi, Ron. And good night to everybody on YouTube, K6US.